Good morning, everybody. Let's get ready for today's workout. You'll just need a set of dumbbells. Let's get ready to go. Make sure you have your water. Make sure that you are well hydrated before starting this workout. Little sips of water during the workout. And let's get started with a little jump rope here. So it's going to be cardio and strength. Take it side to side, nice and light on your feet. Abs are in nice and tight. 4 more, 4, 3, jack it out right here. Lots of cardio today, lots of strength. All the exercises are meant to keep your heart rate up, whether we're working with the weights or without. Breathe. Remember, anything you're doing where you're jumping out with both feet, you can always tap out. Abs are nice and tight. Nice soft landing whenever we're jumping. Give me a little speed bag arm. Getting that heart rate up right away. 4, 3, 2, tap and reach it up. Nice big movements. We're getting that heart rate up right away. We're going to get started in a couple of minutes. We want to get nice and warm. Swing those arms. So some of the exercises will be moving to the beat. Some we will not. You can always go at your own pace. It'll be interval style, which is a great way to get fit in a short amount of time. 4, 3, add a side leg lift. So you're gonna work hard for that 30 to 45 seconds. Good. Warm up those shoulders. Good, we're gonna squat down and up right here. So you're gonna drop those hips down, breathing. So you want that chest up, nice athletic movements here, athletic arms. Everything, we're working head to toe. You wanna make sure your mind is on the muscle to get the most out of it. Pulse it down right here. 4, 3. We're gonna hold it down right here and tap those toes. So we're gonna warm up those shins a little bit. Now just hold those toes down. Hold your squat and take this leg out and in, and then this leg out and in. So we're isolating here. You're putting that heel down. So you're gonna feel those glutes a little bit more. 4 more. 4, 3, 2. We're going to take it to a rear lunge, alternate. So we're just going to drop it down. Remember, whenever you're lunging, that knee is over the heel. These movements will get the heart rate up, which is what we want for the warm-up. 2 more. Good. We're going to take it to a side lunge. Other side. Now, if you want to drop it down, nice big step out. Really stretch out that inner thigh. If it's too soon for you to go to the floor, just stay right here with that chest lifted. You can still go nice and deep in those legs. 4 more. 2 more. Good job. March it out. We're gonna get the core a little bit warmer and the shoulders a little bit warmer. So you're gonna walk those feet out to about hip distance. You're gonna bend your knees, walk your hands out to a plank, and then just walk back. So it's a great way to warm up the core and get those hands used to supporting your weight. When you walk out to your plank, you're just walking out so the shoulders are over the hands. Make sure you bend the knees before you go down. So you want to bend those knees to get those hands down. And then we're going to hold the next one out. And then we're going to come to a downward facing dog and just pump those heels. So I'm going to do this from the side. So you're just gonna pump those heels, warming up through those calves a little more. Abs are in tight. And come back into your plank and back to downward facing dog. So alternate these two. Again, keep a good pace. We're just warming things up here. And last one. And walk those hands in. Good job. Getting that little jump rope again. And just roll those shoulders. 2 more. Good job. Grab one weight. All right. About a 5-minute warm up. That's really what you want. You want to get that body nice and warm. And then these exercises will build. So you have one weight here. We're going to do a swing with a press. So your feet are out wide. We're going to swing and then press. So you're going to kettlebell swing, bring that weight up, and press. Breathe. You want to keep your chest up. You want to feel this range of motion here. Nice and smooth. Find your own rhythm. You can slow it down a little bit. The upward movement starts the downward movement. Keep those elbows in. Keep your head neutral. So you can look forward, but you don't want to strain the neck and look up. Four, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Put that weight down. We're going to get right going into squat jumps. So we're going to take it a little deeper. We're going to hit the floor and then reach it up. If you don't like that, you don't have to jump. You can just go down and up. So we're going to start down with that jump right up. So from the side, nice soft landing. So if you didn't want to jump, you can just come up on your toes, just like that. You're still going to get that heart rate up. If you want to just go down with one hand, you can mix it up. You're going to feel those quads. Four, 3, 2, and 1. And feel those quads load up. You're going to get both weights here, 2 weights. Good. All right. We're going to do rear lunges alternating, just holding onto those weights. So you're just going to lunge back. So from the side. Again, you don't have to rush these. This is an exercise for the legs. You're going to keep the chest up. And just lunge. So you're stepping back and then lowering. So this kind of builds on those squat jumps. Still a lower body focus. So you'll find we'll do just a cardio followed by a strengthening move. Sometimes the cardio will have a weight in it, sometimes it'll just be body weight. So the weights are going to be adding that resistance. You can also do this without your weights. You want to keep the front knee over the heel. Keep your focus forward, keep your chest lifted. Breathe. Keep that core in tight. Again, this is going to raise the heart rate because you're working larger muscles in the legs. Couple more. Last one. Good job. Put those weights down. Next one is going to be a side-to-side squat. So it's like a sumo squat, side to side with a jump. I'm going to bring my arms up in the center, so you're going to step out. So notice I have a slight toe turn out. Normally we do these just punching down, but I want a little more cardio today. So if you were not jumping, you'd be right here. Just like we did with those squats. Same thing, same modification. From the side, you have a slight toe turn out. Again, the arms are gonna add a little bit more heart rate. So be mindful of that. If you need to bring it down a little bit, keep your arms down. But you can still step out nice and wide here. You wanna get those inner thighs in that side-to-side sumo. Chest up. Nice and light on your feet. The jump starts from the ground. 3, 2, and 1. Whew. Try to keep moving. Even if you're getting your water, just try to walk around a little bit. We're gonna grab those weights again. All right. So remember those lunges we did? Now we're gonna do a cross back lunge or a curtsy. So weights at your sides. We're gonna curtsy back and alternate. Now, I may go off camera a little bit. So you're pressing into the front heel. We're gonna change this a little bit and we're gonna pulse right here. Pulse, 2, 3, and switch. Pulse, 2, 3, and switch. Just varying it a little bit. Keep your chest up. Breathe. Remember to mix up your workouts. So this focus is a little bit lower body, but I try to incorporate upper body into my workouts as well. You want to do some HIIT workouts, maybe some all cardio, maybe go for a long walk, work that endurance a little bit. So this is more of a HIIT style workout, which is great because you're in and out in about 45 minutes or less, which is nice. So you want to mix those up. These tend to be my favorite because you get it all in and your whole body feels great at the end. Last one. Good job. Put those weights down. Good work. All right, this next one's gonna be skaters, building on that curtsy, and you're gonna reach down. So you're gonna reach to the floor. So I want this to be a little bit lower than we normally go, so it's a little harder cardiovascularly. I'm gonna do this from the side. See how I'm going down lower here? It's gonna be harder. Normally, we do these a little quicker, and you're maybe punching down, but this is a little bit more cardio, more muscles involved, leg focus, and you really have time to spring and get to the other side. It's a little harder on your core too, and that will drive the heart rate up. These are hard. Again, if you can't get to the ground, don't worry about it. Do your best. Try to get as low as you can. If you can pick up the pace, go for it. 3, 2, and 1. Whew. What a difference just making that little adjustment makes. Perfect. Grab 2 weights. Keeping the focus on the legs. We're gonna do deadlifts. So, feet apart, we go down 2, up 2 to start. And up. Now we will be incorporating that upper body. But right now, these first 2, I want it to be a little bit more leg. And then we'll do more compound. It also is a great way to build through the workout. Now go down 3. And up. Really let the weights pull you down, hinging at the hip, and then push into those heels. This is great not only for the hamstrings, but also the low back. You can go a little heavier on these, but work with what you have. Couple more. Last one. And come up. Good. All right. Next one, we put that weight down. We're gonna do regular burpees. So we're gonna go down, jump in and back, jump up, okay? No push up on this one. You just wanna keep it quick, but you do need to bend the knees before you go down. So you're gonna bend the knees. I'll do it in slow motion. You're gonna jump back, jump in, and jump up, or just raise your arms up. So any piece of that, you can always walk the feet out and take any variation you need. Ready? Here we go. Make sure when you're jumping that you jump from here. Notice I start my jump from the ground. So you really want to get that foundation. If you're new to cardio, new to jumping, you want to learn the right way. That's going to keep your joints safe. It's going to keep your knees and hips safe. You can do a little in out on that half burpee. Feel those shoulders. Last one. Good job. So like I said, these exercises are going to build. I like to set the foundation with the legs because we are going to be adding upper body to that. Woo. Open the chest, do a few shoulder rolls here. Great to do, especially when you're doing anything in plank. Woo. Grab one weight. All right. Front raise, hips apart. We're going to add a deadlift. So you're going to go down and you're going to come up front raise. Front raise would be hard with two for the weights that I have. But if you have two lighter weights, feel free to use what you like. Getting a little bit more chest, front delt. Still pushing into those heels. So you already have that foundation with the deadlift. Notice I'm only coming up to shoulder height. And feel how hard your core has to work here to keep you from leaning back on the front raise. I want you to focus a little bit more on the chest here, which got a little warm up when we did those burpees. So I told you everything will build and prepare you for the next exercise. Last one. Now hold it here and just give me slow raises. Really tuck the pelvis under here. These are great for the chest and great for the front of the shoulder. Also feeling that core and feeling that low back working. So bend the knees a little bit. You're not looking for speed here, you're looking for control. You're gonna feel that chest, feel those shoulders. Couple more. And with the right weight, that heart rate really does jump up. Good job. All right. Shake it out. All right, we are gonna use that weight again for our next cardio set, keeping the focus on those shoulders. So what you're gonna do here is you're gonna hold that weight, you're gonna push out and in, put the weight down and do a half burpee. You can also jump that with the push out, but you have to make sure that core is engaged. So let's start here. You're gonna start in that squat. You're gonna put it down, half burpee. Pick it up. So you're working that core, you're working the cardio, working that strength. I love this one because it really works the legs as well when you do that little jump squat. And you're definitely working that core on that half burpee. Make sure you come in to bent knees right here before you come up. Again, you can do that little wide to narrow. 4, 3, 2, pick up your other weight. Breathe. All right. Feel those shoulders, feel the chest. We're gonna keep the shoulders working. Woo. Deadlift to an upright row, to a right and left front raise. So you're gonna do a deadlift, upright row. You're gonna take it right and left. Do that again. Push it away and then go left to right. So it's a compound exercise. Getting shoulders, getting core. So you pull up, down. Now you know the foundation of this. We've already done the deadlift. The only thing new we've done would be the upright row. But it's only one at a time. So you really have time for that high pull. Breathe. I love these compound moves because they work everything. They work the core. You want to have a slight bend in your knee. It may look like mine are straight, but believe me, I have a little bend. We have one more after this. High pull, press, lift, lift. Put those weights down. Good job. Good. For this one, we're going to do 180-degree drop squats. Now, if you don't like the drop squat turn, you're going to stay here. I'm going to add a little arm up to get that cardio. But I'm going to turn mine. You don't have to. So it's going to be out, in, out, in. If you don't like the rotation, stay front. Remember, we're really focusing on the cardio. Notice these arms are going overhead like the other exercises we did. I want you to drop out so that sumo is wide. Remember we did those side-to-side sumos? That prepared you for these. Try to get those arms up. Remember, it's only 30 to 40 seconds, so you really want to work. Drop it down. Couple more. Whew. Good job. Whew. Moving on a little bit. How we doing? All right. Rear lunges, 2 bicep curls. Breathe. Okay. Roll those shoulders back. We have 2 hammer curls with our rear lunge. So we're going to start with this leg first. Here we go. And come back up. That's all it is. So remember, we did those rear lunges. Just holding the weights. Prepared you for this. Compound move. From the side. Don't feel like you have to rush. I'd rather you go low and have good form rather than just swinging those weights around. You're feeling the legs. I want you to press into that heel. Press. Feel those biceps. One more. Roll those shoulders. Good job. Woo. All right. Good work. We're going to do a burpee with a push-up. We're going to keep those biceps working. So instead of just doing the burpee out and in, take the time to do that push-up. You can always do the push-up on your knees. You can eliminate any of the jumps you want here. All right. Same deal. You're going to go down first. Hands down. And your push-up. I like to do these slow, so I really get low on the push-up. is a great way to build into a full push-up, but if you want, you can do the push-up on your knees. That's fine too. So everything can be quick about it. Just the push-up, I want you to go nice and slow. Remember, you're not only working the chest and the shoulders, you're working that core big time on your push-up. Let's try 2 more. Last one. Not easy. Good job. Few shoulder rolls. So, again, I'd rather you go slower on the push-up and go deeper. It's going to skyrocket the heart rate. So hopefully you felt shoulders, biceps, and chest on that. Good job. Push-ups are great. They work the whole body. Woo. All right. We'll work the biceps. We're going to move on to triceps. Breathe. All right. Grab 2 weights for this one. We'll do a couple of different exercises for the triceps. First one is going to be a regular kickback. So you're going to bend the knees, you're going to bring the weights up. What you want to avoid is this. Press those shoulder blades down. Think about putting your shoulder blades in your imaginary back pockets. So we're going to hinge. You can hinge more. Just keep nice stability in the core and the legs. Ready? Here we go. So again, I don't want you to do these too fast. I want you to focus. So I'm doing more of a hinge here, which is going to challenge my core a little more. But you can absolutely lift the chest, bend the knees a little more. Or you can hinge with a bent knee. Notice the elbows stay high, and I'm giving it a little lift at the top. I'm not looking up. My face is parallel to the ground. Work your form, flex that muscle. We're almost there. 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Put them down. Whew. Good work. All right. Breathe. We have another cardio. We're going to do a high knee run to a mountain climber. So we're going to combo it to keep that upper body working. So you're going to do a high knee run, go down and do a mountain climber. And that's what a mountain climber is. It's just a high knee run in a plank. So do 4, 6, 8 of them, however you want to do. I'm going to do a few. I'm going to come down and do a few. Come in. I might do 8. I might do 4. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You can do any ones you want. You can also travel your high knee run, bring it down, and do your mountain climbers. Bring it in, high knee run back, giving it a little more lateral movement, and then doing that mountain climber. Fun little variation. Again, working that core. We'll do one more round. Bring it in. Last one. Breathe. Whew. Good job. How'd you do? I'm gonna check my time. Whew. Good job. Breathe. You've got this. That was a tough one. All right. Walk it around a little bit. Next exercise, again for the triceps. 1 weight or 2. You're gonna have 1 weight, a Small lift, keeping the weight off the back. You can hold 2 weights, you can hold 1, up to you. But what you don't want to do is this. We're holding that pelvic tilt, isolate the back of the arm. Small muscle, rear delt, and tricep. A lot of core on this one too. So your palms are up. Very small movement. I'm gonna start with 2, I'll probably go to 1. Not gonna lie, here we go. 1. Notice I'm not resting the weights on the back of my legs. I'm pushing with my tricep, using my core. Breathe. Again, we're not looking for speed here. These are tough. Ooh. Shoulders are down. 8 more, it's 8, 7, 6. Use your breath. I am. 4, 2, last one. Remember, use your breath. It definitely helps to give you that reset. Do a few shoulder rolls here, maybe a few big arm circles to release. Those are very hard for the tricep because they also incorporate rear delt and all that stability in the core. I don't know if you felt it, that core was on fire for those. All right, another cardio. This one, we're gonna keep the focus on that upper body. So we're gonna do plank jacks. I'm gonna give you the option to reach out or do a shoulder tap as the legs go out and in. So we're gonna start with just the plank jack. And you know you can always modify, you don't have to jump out, you can tap one side to side. Also keeping that core engaged. We're getting it all in. Everything is meant to challenge the whole body, not just the legs, arms, you're working that core too. Be aware of that, it's gonna give you big benefits through your whole working out career. All right, feet are together, hands under the shoulders. We're gonna start with the tap out. So you can absolutely stay here, or you can maybe bring it in, like that. Otherwise, go with the jump. Now, while the legs go out, you can have the option of tapping the shoulder, makes it a little bit more under core and arms, or reaching out. It's gonna slow me down a little bit. Make sure you put your hands right underneath the shoulders. But you don't have to do it. And you can mix it up. Little challenge for the core. You better keep that core in. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Ooh. Keep it moving. Shoulder rolls, arm circles, whatever your go-to stretch is. Ooh. Hard. Ooh. I'm gonna grab some water. Breathe. All right. All right, we have a row to a rear delt fly. Row, rear delt fly, and we're gonna add a squat, okay? Just because you may have 2 squats, I'm not quite sure yet. We'll see. So you're gonna do row, lateral, squat, squat. Row, lateral, squat, squat. Let's add 2. Row, lateral, squat, squat. Row, lateral, squat, squat. Keep that chest lifted on the squat. Breathe. Row, lateral, squat, squat. Good. How are we doing? We just added A little squat to get that heart rate up. One more. Good job. Come on up, put those weights down. All right, to keep those shoulders working, we're gonna add another exercise that's cardio with upper body. Woo, tough work here. All right, so we're gonna go down to a plank. We're gonna do a side-to-side push-up, in and up. So we're gonna keep those shoulders working. So just another fun variation. The sky's the limit with these combinations. So now you can do the push-up on your knees. You're gonna start with your hands together. Side-to-side push-up, in and up. Or side-to-side push-up, on your knees, in and up. Really, any way you want to do it. Anyway. So it's meant to get that heart rate up, but you're also working those shoulders. So here's your knees. Really just separate it. Think about each movement, which is what you really need to do when you're doing compound. Really separate the movements, but they work together like an orchestra. We have one more after this. I'm gonna try to bang it out on my toes. In and up. Whew. Carpet fuzz. That's the way it is in 2020. You work out where you can, when you can, but you get it done, right? Shoulder rolls. How are we doing? We have one more compound. And then we're gonna move to the ground for a little cardio core finisher, and then we're done. All right, right where we wanna be. So grab both weights. This is gonna be an Arnold press to a step out. So you're gonna wrap the weights here. You don't have to step out. You're gonna step out. Notice I'm not squatting here, but my core has to fire to stay balanced. I'm not leaning back. Be very careful here. You can also go one arm at a time. I'm just transferring that weight. So this is very core. We're not squatting though, we're just transferring. Hitting those shoulders one more time. Breathe. Feel the biceps, feel the shoulders. 3 more. 2 more. 1 more. Good job, put it down. Ooh. Good job, shoulder roll. All right, we're gonna do one more cardio. This is great for the legs. It's a scissor lunge. So you're up for 2 scissors and then you lunge forward and you're gonna hit down right in front of that toe. It works both legs, that's why I like to do it. It works both sides and we're on the clock. I wanna get in, get done, and get to the ground. So you're gonna just scissor, lunge, scissor, lunge, scissor, lunge. Now the lunge is narrow. So you're pushing that heel down, the knee is above the heel. Scissor, lunge. Heels are down. Just for a brief second on that scissor. I'll show it from the front. Athletic arms, always. Chest up as you reach. Chest up. Keep that core involved. 2 more. Last one. Woo. Good job. Woo. heart rate down. So, before we go down, we're gonna take the weights. We're gonna push down to a side-to-side lunge, nice and slow. Grab your weights. They're gonna start right about here. You're gonna go down and just add a little punch. So I'm gonna do this from the side so I have more room. So it's like a little bit of a row, but you're bringing the weight back to your hip, to the hip. I want you to do these slow. Bring that heart rate down a little bit. You can also do this without the weight. Getting that little rotation. That core is working. Chest is up. Last two. You're pushing off that heel, pushing the hips back. Put your weights down, we're done with them. Shake it out. All right, this one is a little cardio core finisher, but it's on the ground. You're gonna do 5 sit-ups, come up, do 5 push-ups, 5 sit-ups, 5 push-ups. I want to do this for about 45 seconds to a minute, and then we cool down. So the sit-up is gonna look like this. They're quick. You're gonna have your just tips of the shoulder blades right here. You come up and tap your toes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Stay up on 5. Give me 5 quick push-ups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can also do them on your knees. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go on the other side. Now these are quick push-ups. Do your best. Woo. The push-up can be on your knees. The sit-up you can modify and do a crunch. These are a little harder because you have 0 momentum. Keep your feet down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Notice I have my feet a little wider on the push-up. That's helping me. Good job. Keep going. All right, we have one more round. Now, if you're in a place that you can't jump or you don't want to jump, you want to get that heart rate up, this is the one for you. Last one. 2, 3, 4, 5. Roll it in. Whew. Good job. So I always say, for cardio, you don't always have to jump. So if you think I can't do cardio, I can't jump, there's so many ways. That fired up my heart rate like you wouldn't believe. If you've been with me a while and you do clock circles, also another core exercise we do on our back, where we're moving and spinning, another one to fire the heart rate up. In fact, let's do it a little bit. 30 seconds. I haven't done that one in a while with you guys. So, if you don't know what these are, practice them. Your heels are down, hands are together. You're gonna pick up your hips, move in a clockwise circle, and then a counterclockwise circle. So, these are fun. They also get the heart rate up. Notice I'm not using my elbows, I'm not using my feet, I'm not swinging my legs. So what you're doing here, hard to talk when you do these, you're lifting your hips up, putting them down in a different spot. Now your neck is gonna get a little tired here, so just take breaks, but don't do these holding on to your head. Just do them this way, take a break when you need to, and you'll strengthen all those muscles in the back of the neck. Let's do one more each side. to move quicker, practice. Good job. Those are one of my funnest cardio core. So that was a little bonus at the end. So you can see how winded I am, how winded I was when I was doing them. And they not only work the upper abdominals and the lower, they get in the obliques because you're constantly picking up those hips, putting them down. So it's a little reverse curl, and it's an oblique exercise too. Uppers working because your head, neck, and shoulders are up. Whew. All right, here we go. We're at the cool down. So I'm gonna change my music. How we doing? All right. Just an opportunity to slow your breath, to take in the benefits of your workout during the cool down. Now heart rates are up a little bit, so we're going to do a dynamic stretch for the hamstrings. Just alternate your heel forward. Chest is lifted. One more, hold it. Now your heart rate is up, so use your body as a guide here. If your heart's still racing, keep your head above your heart. If you are more cooled down, pull that toe in and gently stretch. Lower the toe, roll it up. Big shoulder roll. Other side, hips up. You can stay right here. Again, taking it down further if you want to. Lower the toe, roll it up. Take those feet out nice and wide. And just take it side to side. We're going to add a shoulder press down to that bent knee. Stretching out those inner thighs a little bit. And come back to center. Bend this knee. Take it around for a standing, either standing calf stretch or a runner stretch. Your runner stretch is here. Press through that back heel. Standing calf stretch is right here. Press that back heel as if you're pressing it past the floor. Breathe. Drop that knee down. Stretch that hip flexor. So if you're standing, you're going to be right here and just tuck that hip under. If you're down here, you're going to have that back knee down and keep that front heel down and press, feeling that stretching in hip flexor. Bring it up, go to the other side, pivot around. For that running stretch first, either standing or all the way down. Really keep that knee over your heel here, whether you're standing or down here. Knee comes down. If you're standing, you're going to lift that heel up, tuck the pelvis under. Really breathe into it. Feel that hip flexor stretch. Pivot around. Walk those hands out and come up on your toes and heels. So giving those ankles and feet some attention. Heels down, roll it out. Big shoulder roll, flat back down. Roll it out. Big shoulder roll, bring that arm across. Stretch that shoulder. Tricep. Press that elbow in and down. Keep that little lean to the side, really stretching out that oblique, but do press that elbow down. Other side. Take that elbow up. Take a deep breath up. Hands to your heart. Thank you for joining me today. I firmly believe that when you work out, whatever time of day works for you, whether it's night or day, I like to start it out in the beginning of the day because there's less excuses, there's less that happens during the day. But if you can only work out at noon, midnight, whatever, That is your time. I firmly believe that when it is your time to work out and you do something for yourself, you will continue to do healthy things throughout the day in your life, and then that will transcend to your friends, your family, and your greater community and world. Namaste. Thank you. See you next time.